So let us assume that you're now ready to send out your form. What you have to do is to share out that form. But first you need to look at the settings. Okay, so settings, come over here. You can choose, as I mentioned earlier, if I'm a lecturer, I could turn this into a quiz. So if I do that, then I'll have to award marks for each question, but I don't want to do that, so I'll leave it at that. So it also asks you to choose how you want to manage responses. So for example, do you want to collect email addresses? Yes or no? If you want to, then you make that active, and then people will have to sign in before they fill in the form, but also they might be required to fill out the email address. You can also choose to have them receive a copy of their response. So let's say when requested, let's deactivate this again. As you do internet research, some of the ethical issues that arise are around privacy. So think carefully before you collect some of this information from your respondents. So if you really don't need to collect email addresses, please don't activate it. But you can also see that that option enables other options as well. So you can choose for them to have their responses when requested. You can have them edit their responses. You can have them edit their responses. You can allow them to do that. Okay. So because you've asked to collect email addresses, you are required to sign in. So you can limit response to 1 if you want to. If I was doing making this a quiz, I'd limit response to 1, but I'll leave it open if I want more than 1. However, again, for purposes of validity of your results, you might want to actually limit this to 1, so that once somebody has already responded to your quiz, or rather to your questionnaire, they can't do that again. So presentation is the other section, how the form and responses are presented. You can choose. You can show the progress bar. That means people keep seeing how far they have to go. You can shuffle question order. I don't want to do that, but so you can do that. After submission, confirmation message, you can, of course, somebody would be interested in knowing that their form has been received. So that's the message. The default one by Google is your response has been recorded, but you can edit it to say whatever you want. Thank you for your response. It has been received. Okay, show link to submit another response if you want. View result summary. If you want them to see what others have answered, you can activate that. They can auto-save so that they don't lose their data as they go along. And then default settings. So setting applied to this form and new forms. So you can choose collect email addresses by default, make questions required by default. I'm not interested in that, so I'll leave them as they are. So if I'm happy with my settings, I'll do one more thing, and that is to preview my form. So to do that, I'll come over here and I'll be able to see what this looks like if I was the one responding to it. So this is the first part of the form. So this is the progress bar that we were talking about. So after here, we'll say next. So you go to the first section, you choose the answer. You see, because we said multiple choice, we can only choose one. Then you fill in your birthday, it's compulsory, so you fill it in, and then you go to next. you can see that if I haven't filled in something, this won't allow. So the month is okay, so I'll say that, and then next. So, you know, so you can choose whichever you want, all of them. Okay, and then next, and I'll say NTV, and then submit. Okay, so once you submit, you can see this is the confirmation message we edited. Your response has been recorded. So you can choose another, you can submit another response if you want. So you've previewed your form and you're happy with it. Okay, the next thing to do is to share it with other people. Okay, so we shall go here. Let's go back to questions. Now you come to this tab that says send. So again, you can choose whether to collect emails or not. So send via email. If that's what you want, then you invite people via email. Otherwise, you can choose to share via link. Okay, so you pick this link over here. You can even shorten it, like you can see. Pick it, copy it, and then paste it in your WhatsApp groups, paste it on your wherever, Facebook, Twitter. Ask people to come and to share this link with others. Or you can embed this code in your website if that's what you want. You can share this form via Facebook and via Twitter. Okay, so once that is done, if you're using email, of course, you fill out these issues, but you can also add people to collaborate. Okay, but maybe I'll share that in a different video. So that is how you send out, that is how you share your form so that other people can answer it. So when you're happy, so if I'm using a link, I'll click here and then copy and then close this. Okay, then I'll be able to share that link with other people. So we'll stop here for now and hope that you found this useful.